It's a terrifying scene repeating itself over and over on America's roads. Fatal car crashes involving teenage drivers. In an effort to help reduce the number of teen accidents, graduated driver licensing programs were instituted nationwide.
The idea is to let them get some experience under their belt before we expose them to the full risks of driving in the environment.
But many of these programs vary state to state.
In some states, really, they can still just become fully licensed at age 16, whereas in a place like California, they can only drive completely unencumbered when they're 17 years old or older.
It's my top priority when I drive, to stay safe.
Jana Tadelic has been driving for 2 years, graduating from a permit to her full license through the GDL program.
I started with my dad, and he taught me the rules. My mom let me drive her car, and so that was a real big step. When they felt I was ready, they let me take my test.
Dr. Scott Maston from the California Department of Motor Vehicles and co-authors examined 22 years of fatal crashes nationwide. Researchers looked at more than 130,000 crashes in which someone died and a teenager was driving.
Graduated driver licensing programs are associated with saving lives among 16-year-old drivers. However, and unexpectedly, they're also associated with an increase in fatalities among 18-year-old drivers.
The study appears in this week's JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association.
I would characterize this as a missed opportunity in that we're not helping reduce deaths among 18-year-old drivers. We find that the benefits aren't as large as we had hoped they would be when we implemented these programs nationwide.
But getting that driver's license still remains a rite of passage for teens. It's Cassidy Sheen's big day. After being part of the GDL program, the waiting is over.
Thank you. How'd you do? Well?
I only made 4 errors. You're allowed to have 31.
Woo!
For others, it doesn't always happen on the first try.
Unfortunately, you'll have to take it one more time.
Megan Delaney will be back to tackle the written test. Both girls know that lots of practice behind the wheel and paying attention while on the road will only help make them better and safer drivers. Catherine Dolf, the JAMA Report.